Paytm Money app has recently introduced a new feature called Daily SIP. Please note this is specifically about the Paytm Money app, not the regular Paytm app. If you start a daily SIP through the Paytm Money app, your money gets directly invested into direct mutual funds, not the regular mutual funds. Got it? Now, if you invest just 21 rupees daily through this, there is a chance your investment can grow up to 21 lakhs in the long term. If you can invest 51 rupees daily, you could potentially accumulate around 54 lakhs over time. And if you choose to invest 101 rupees every day, there is a possibility your total returns can exceed up to 1 crore. Similarly, if you invest 151 rupees per day, then over time you might receive 1 crore 60 lakhs. Just imagine, even a small daily investment of 100 rupees can make you Crorepati. If this 100 to 1 crore idea inspired you even a bit, please like this video right now. Your one like pushes this message to more people. Many people often say, don't waste all your money, invest it wisely in mutual funds. But some people respond with, I earn a small salary, to invest in mutual funds, I need 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 monthly, which I can't afford. But here's the point, even 100 per day is enough to get started. So start planning accordingly, whether you are an auto driver, cab driver, Swiggy, Zomato, Blinkit or Zepto delivery executive, or a daily laborer, or someone doing a small business, or someone earning lakhs in job, or even a big business owner. Daily SIP works for everyone. Once you set it up, everything runs automatically. The money gets deducted daily from your bank account, no extra effort. So it doesn't feel like a burden. When someone asks you to invest 10,000 or 5,000 all at once, you will think twice. But if it just 100 automatically deducted every day, you won't even notice, and one day this could bring you big wealth. So in today's video, I will explain exactly how daily SIP works. If you have been thinking, let me try starting a daily SIP, I will show you step by step how to begin investing using a screen recording from my phone. I will actually make the investment myself and demonstrate it practically. Also, what if in the future you don't have money for a few days or a week? What if 100 per day starts feeling difficult at some point? I will show you how to pause your SIP whenever needed, and even how to stop or cancel your daily SIP completely if no longer wish to continue. In case you have been investing for some time and suddenly needed that money back, I will also show you how to withdraw your funds all at once. All of this will be explained pin to pin in this video, so make sure you watch till the end. And hey, if you are serious about your financial growth, hit subscribe now so you don't miss powerful insights. I am your Bala. I will explain how daily SIP works practically in real life. Let's say you decided to invest 51 rupees per day. Then automatically 51 will be deducted from your bank account every day and invested into mutual funds. Now you also need to choose your fund into which your money will be invested. Don't worry, I will explain how to do that. People often confuse between regular Paytm app and Paytm Money app. Both has the SIP feature. But here's the difference. If you invest using regular Paytm app, your money goes into regular mutual funds, which usually have higher commissions or expense ratios like 1.3 or 1.4 percentage. That's not ideal, especially for long-term returns. But when you use the Paytm Money app, your money is invested into direct mutual funds, where the expense ratio is much lower, sometimes even as low as 0.7 percentage. So whether you are doing a normal SIP or daily SIP, both will now go into direct mutual funds if you use the Paytm Money app. Understand? Now I will practically show you a screen recording from my phone and walk you through it. And please remember, this is not a paid promotion for Paytm Money. I am sharing this only in the hope that someone who has not started investing yet will finally take that first step after watching this video. So imagine this, you start investing today and a few years later you see a huge amount saved and say this is all happened because Bala once told us in a video, try daily SIP if you really want to build your wealth. If that small thought brings satisfaction to you, that's more than enough for me. That satisfaction matters more to me than any promotion or reward. Again, this is not a paid promotion for Paytm Money. Please keep that in mind. Now I will show you everything on my phone. I am opening the Paytm Money app. This is the one. Through this app, we can invest in both mutual funds and the stock market. Yes, there are many apps in the market, but since this feature daily SIP came first in Paytm Money, I am showing it here. If it was introduced in any other app first, I would have shown that instead. End of the day, what matters to me is your financial growth, Right now I am on the home screen. You will see clearly written start daily mutual fund SIP from 21 rupees. As you can see, the app clearly displays this feature, and remember, it's not just one fund available here. There are multiple mutual funds you can choose from inside the app. You can pick whichever fund suits your goal, but before selecting, make sure you do your technical and fundamental analysis. Don't worry, I will also explain how to do that later in this video. Let me give you a few examples. I am clicking on one of the fund now. This is ICICI Prudential Blue Chip Fund Direct Plan. As I mentioned earlier, these are all direct mutual funds. This particular fund has a 5-star rating from Value Research. If you look at the 3-year absolute returns, it has delivered around 74%, which is very good. Next, there is ICICI Prudential Multi-Asset Fund Direct Growth. This one also received a 5-star rating from the Value Research. And there are many more options like this. For instance, you have HDFC FlexiCap Direct Plan. Now, what does FlexiCap mean? It means the fund manager will invest across large cap, mid cap and small cap stocks, offering diversification. The blue chip fund I mentioned earlier is a large cap fund, which means it invests mostly in large companies, stable and well established. Here's another example, Kotak Multi Cap Fund, which has 4-star rating by Value Research. So here many fund options are available. You can explore all this fund and decide for yourself. I am not telling you where to invest. I am not saying you must choose this one. It's completely your decision. Just make sure you research well, understand your goals and then choose the fund that fits you. Now let me show you how to actually invest. For example, I have selected a sample fund to demonstrate. Once I clicked on that fund, I was shown different SIP amounts 21, 51, 101 and 151. You can choose whichever amount fits your budget and comfort. Just for demonstration, I am choosing 151 rupees. As soon as I selected that, the app showed me the linked bank account. Mine is HDFC Bank. So now 151 will be automatically deducted every day from my HDFC account for investment. Since I had already set up my account earlier, everything is appearing smooth now. If you are using this app for the first time, it will take you through a simple setup process. You will have to provide your bank account details during the initial registration. Don't worry, it's all part of the standard onboarding. And if you need, I can make a separate video just for that step-by-step guide. Now coming back to the current demo, I selected 151, then tapped on pay and set up auto pay. Here what does auto pay mean? It means this amount 151 will be automatically deducted from your bank account every single day. Now the app shows the payment screen. It's asking me to make the payment using PhonePe. So I opened PhonePe app and I'm clicking on agree and accept. The screen clearly shows that 151 will be deducted daily and it displayed my linked bank account number too. Then I entered my UPI pin. That's it. The setup is done. So from now onwards, 151 will be auto debited every day from my bank account and directly invested in the mutual fund I showed earlier. So your investment will continue automatically every day just like I showed. This confirms that your daily SIP has successfully started and will run on autopilot. Now look, the next SIP payment date is shown on screen. So for example, the time right now is 11 AM. So every day at 11 AM, the SIP amount will be deducted from your bank account and invested into your selected mutual fund. Now here an important note, the investment won't show immediately in your portfolio. So don't panic and think, where did my money go? It usually takes 1 to 2 days for the transaction to be reflected in your wallet. And by wallet, it means your portfolio inside the app where your mutual funds are displayed. Just wait a little, it will show up. Understood? Let's say you have invested today and tomorrow morning you check your bank balance and notice 151 is missing. Don't panic. It's because it was auto deducted at 11 AM today and you already knew that. So it's not a mistake, it's part of the automatic SIP system. And yes, I will also show you how to track and confirm for your investments in the next steps. Let me now explain how can you track your SIP inside the Paytm Money app. Since I can't show the brand new fund I just set up because it won't reflect instantly, I will demonstrate using one of my existing SIPs. For example, here's a mutual fund where I already have an SIP running. You will notice that the app clearly shows a SIP section for that fund. If you wait 1 or 2 days after setting up your SIP, you will see the same section appearing in your newly added fund as well. Tap on that SIP section. Once you open it, you will find an option called Manage SIP. Click on Manage SIP and you will get several controls. Let's say you want to stop your SIP from tomorrow. You will find a delete option here. Clicking this will permanently cancel your SIP. But if you don't want to delete it completely and just want to pause it temporarily for a day or two, you will also have a pause option. Just tap on the pause, then click save. That's it. So yes, pausing or cancelling your SIP is super easy and fully in your control. That's how the full daily SIP system works step by step. Let me know in the comments how much you are planning to start your daily SIP with 21 rupees, 51 or 101. Now let's say after a few days or even a few years, you decide you want to withdraw your investment. For example, here's a mutual fund where I have already invested some amount. If I want to withdraw that money, I just look for the sell option inside the app. Yes, every fund page will show a sell button. Just click on it and you will see how much you have invested or how much your current portfolio value is. You can choose how much you want to withdraw, either partial or full. Once you confirm, the amount will directly credited to your bank account linked with the app. Simple and transparent. That's how easy this withdrawal process is. Here's another common question many people ask. Let's say you have invested a good amount like 1,40,000 and you have earned a return of 40,000. Now your total value is higher. Then you might wonder, if something happens to me tomorrow, what happens to this money? That's why not just me but everyone must add nominee details while creating their investment account. For example, I have added my wife as a nominee. So in case anything happens to me, my wife can legally claim and withdraw the money. Now here's an important clarification. Apps like Paytm Money, Grow, Zerodha, etc. are just platforms or intermediaries. Your investment is not made inside the app itself. Your money is actually invested in the AMC Asset Management Company. The app is just a channel, a bridge between you and the mutual fund company. So even if any app shut down or stops working in the future, your money remains completely safe with the AMC. Let me give you an example. If you have invested in ICICI Blue Chip Fund, your investment is stored in ICICI Mutual Fund AMC. Even if the app no longer exists, you can walk directly into the ICICI Mutual Fund office. With your PAN card and Aadhaar card, you will be able to withdraw your money. So don't panic, your funds are secure. Hope it's clear now. This is how it actually works. If you think someone in your family, team or friend circle should start SIP, please share this video with them right now. It might change their future. You might still have a question in your mind. Bala, you said I can get 1 crore, 50 lakhs or 10 lakhs. Are these numbers really possible? Let me explain. These returns are based on 30-year investment plan. Yes, I clearly said 30 years because mutual funds are not meant for short-term goals. If your goal is short-term like 1 to 3 years, there are better alternatives available. But if you are aiming to build a serious wealth, then a 20 to 30 year daily SIP plan is where the real power of compounding kicks in. And most importantly, this only works if you stay consistent and don't withdraw in between. You must keep investing daily, no breaks. That is the real strategy of long-term wealth creation. So yes, this is how it actually works when you think long term and stay disciplined. If you want, I can even open a SIP calculator and show you live results. Let's say you decided to invest 21 rupees per day for the next 30 years. By the end of 30 years, your total investment will be around 2,29,000. Now assuming an average 12% annual return, which is fairly realistic in equity mutual funds over the long term. Your total portfolio could grow around 20 lakhs. Yes, just by investing 21 rupees daily. But please note, this return of 20 lakhs is possible only if the market performs well and you consistently get around 12% returns per year. And this is not guaranteed. It depends entirely on the market conditions. Why? Because most of these mutual funds we are talking about are equity funds, which means the fund manager invests your money into stocks and shares. So your investment growth is directly tied to the stock market performance. As we already discussed, funds like ICICI Prudential Blue Chip Fund Direct Growth Plan have received a 5-star rating from CRISIL. This is one of the top performing equity mutual funds, and like all equity funds, is directly linked to stock market performance. Similarly, the HDFC FlexiCap Fund, which we also talked about, has also awarded a 5-star rating. So here what I want you clearly understand, these are all market linked investments. I am not saying you should investing in a specific fund or app. I am repeating this again. I am not trying to influence your decision. I am simply helping you to understand the logic so you can make a smart, informed plan for yourself. If the stock market performs well, then yes, you can expect returns like the ones I mentioned. And if you look at past data, especially for index mutual funds and certain small cap and large cap funds, you will see that many have given returns even higher than 12% over the last few years. Even though some mutual funds have given higher returns in the past, I always keep 12% returns expectation in the mind to stay realistic and conservative. Now let's take another example. If you invest 51 rupees per day consistently without skipping a single day for 30 years, you would have invested a total amount of 5 lakhs at an average return of 12% per year. Your investment could grow up to approximately 55 lakhs. You may now ask, why are you planning for 30 years, Bala? Who knows what will happen that far in the future? That's a valid concern. Yes, inflation is real and it does reduce the value of money over the time. But that's exactly why we invest for the long term, to grow inflation and ensure that our future wealth retains value. If you calculate returns without adjusting for inflation, the numbers might seem much higher. But when you include inflation, the real value becomes a bit lower, and that's okay. Because rather than doing nothing at all, it's always better to start investing something even it's small. When a little amount is auto deducted from your bank account every day without you even realizing it, it builds a powerful habit of financial discipline. That's why I'm clearly saying this. Something is better than nothing. Even the smallest action you take today can lead to big results in the future. Alright, let's face it, we can't stop inflation. It's just part of life. Now imagine you invest for 20 years, you might end up with around 15 lakhs. But if you simply hold on and continue for just 10 more years, your returns can shoot up to 50 lakhs. That's the gap 10 years can make. Now take another case. If you invest 101 per day for 30 years, your investment can grow up to 1 crore. But if you stop at 20 years, you may only end up with 30 lakhs. So ask yourself, what's the difference between 20 years and 30 years? It's the difference between 30 lakhs and 1 crore. That's the power of long-term investing. That's the power of compounding. Only when you just stick to the plan. That's exactly why I keep saying go for a 30-year plan. Only when you invest in mutual funds for the long term, you will be able to experience the real power of compounding. If you go for short tenures, you won't see major results. It just won't be enough. Now let me give you one more powerful example. If you invest 151 rupees per day over 30 years, you will end up investing a total amount of 16 lakhs. But with consistent investing and average 12% returns, your final value could be around 1 crore 50 lakhs. In total, principal plus returns, you might receive up to 1 crore 60 lakhs. That's the power of staying consistent and thinking long term. Want to see even smarter with your investing? Let me share you one of my favorite strategies with you. Now I am not saying you must follow only this strategy. Pick the one that suits your budget and comfort level. But if you ask me, here's what I recommend. The laddering strategy. Laddering simply means mixing your SIPs instead of putting all your money in just one fund. Why is that important? Because it helps you to diversify your portfolio. And mentally, it prepares you to handle ups and downs in the market more confidently. In the laddering strategy, you plan to invest in 3 different SIPs. First SIP should be in a high risk, high return equity mutual fund. These funds have the potential to deliver double-digit returns over time. Next, second SIP, invest in a hybrid mutual fund. This is a mix of equity. While it still depends on the stock market, it also invests in bonds and loans, which adds a layer of stability to your investment. Next, third SIP, go for a gold mutual fund. These are directly linked to gold prices and act as a hedge during uncertain times. By combining all these SIPs, you are building a solid laddering strategy that balances returns, risk, and financial stability. With this 3 SIP laddering strategy, you have achieved diversification. And more importantly, you have added a consistency to your investment habit. That's exactly why the laddering strategy is my all-time favorite. So if you are truly made up your mind to set up your financial life, just try investing 101 per day. If you already have enough savings to invest monthly, say around 3,000 per month, great. You can start a regular SIP through any mutual fund platform. If you prefer using apps, then you can go with trusted ones like Paytm Money, Zero the Coin, Grow, Upstocks, etc. Just pick one and start. That's what matters. Now, if you are someone who doesn't want to go with the SIP route, there is a still very simple option for you: direct mutual funds. In the Paytm Money app, there is a section called Results. There you can explore different funds, read their fact sheets, check the risk level, and see past return performance. Then you can directly invest in any fund of your choice. For example, you can search and choose Axis Small Cap Fund Direct Plan. But remember, don't just invest and forget the strategy. Just like you wouldn't abandon something you own, once you start investing, stick to it and stay consistent. Just give a try, maybe for a month or two. But trust me, once you complete even 1 year, your own progress will motivate you like nothing else. Once you see the results with your own eyes, you won't want to break the habit. It will become part of your lifestyle. The real challenge is not how will I arrange SIP money. The real challenge is how will I face challenges in life. And that mindset will decide how far you go. To sum it all up in one line, investing just 101 per day for your future could be one of the biggest decisions of your life. If you want to change your destiny and see real results, and it takes one small step. And that step is starting today. If you have stayed till here, that means you are truly serious. So hit the like button and in the comments type, I am starting my SIP today. Let's build this movement together. See you in the next video. Until then, this is Bala signing off.